What is going on? I'm zmoT. You know the drill. zmoT over there in that creator boost. We have the face cam turned off. All of the flash and the bling and all the rest of it is turned off because trying to throw all the resources towards prizes. That is right. More critter plushies. Somehow, some way, I've managed to obtain yet another set of critter plushie. I was going to say plushies. It's only one plushie, 2 pairs of socks with those Boom Beach customized pins. I don't know about you guys, but as a kid, my curtains were full of pins. Baseball pins. That's a thing for anyone out there? Anyways, we will draw the name for that in a second. First, I want to do an operation attack. This video will have all of the things. By the way, up in that top left-hand corner is the URL, lnk.bio/zmoT. Now, we are not going to be doing warships, trying to train my fingers to click the right things. We have already tagged off TechCrunch on Deep Cut, and you might be saying, Zed, Bombardiers on Deep Cut makes no sense. We got cannons and boom cannons and mortars and rocket launchers and shock launchers and all the rest. We're going to try and do it a little bit differently. Sure, you could go up there, flash kill the rocket launcher, get up in that top corner. I like to mark the shock launcher. If you don't know what marking is, please, 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 please do let me know. That way you can get your troops to target the right thing. Actually, you know what? We're going to mark that shock launcher right now for when we get back there. It's going to be a while before we get back there, though. What we are going to do is we're going to send all of our troops to this back corner, trying to get some of those critters to distract some of those defenses. Shouldn't need a heck of a lot more to get back there. I think we're going to throw one smoke about there just in case that machine gun were to be in range. And then wishing that boom cannon would have targeted those critters a little bit more. But on the plus side, we need those critters to all die. Everspark will not drop any more critters while she has 12 critters out. So it's actually to our benefit to have those critters die. You will occasionally, yes, occasionally see me BART artillery and or barrage my own critters for that exact reason. We're going to get 3 smokes into there as all of our bombardiers get wrecked by that laser, but we should still be okay. Throwing the med kit early, that way our troops can get all healed up. And then finally that shock. You'll notice that some of our troops are going to fire towards that far right machine gun. That right there is showing off what marking does. Marking defenses does so many good things, and it frustrates me how few people realize this. We're going to go 1, 2, 3 smokes all the way in, throwing them in reverse order. That way our troops are guaranteed to get there. And when your troops do spread out a little bit, it actually helps them. You'll also notice that Everspark auto magically targeted that shock launcher, which is going to do some good things for us. That way we'll get rid of the shock launcher. We'll get some critters over there. And then the rest of our troops should just clear towards the core. To dumb down marking, your troops by default with no flare will target the most damaged defense, and that's why we put a little bit of damage on that shock launcher. Everspark then targets it by default, allowing the rest of our troops to blow up the rest of the things. And then bombardiers way out of range of that rocket launcher, out of range of most of the boom cannons, especially if we flare over to here, hoping Everspark doesn't get shot in the back of the head as she moves on over. We'll throw it. Whoa, Everspark, I did not expect that flamethrower to be the closest defense at all. Fully expected her to go target that cannon, but sometimes you misgauge distances in Boom Beach. The perspective of this game definitely does mess things up for me a little bit, probably for you guys as well. Maybe you're just better though. Anyways, I'm not sure if we're gonna finish this off or not. It's gonna be fairly close as that one bombardier sits in there and clears around the core. And the great thing about this is, even if we don't finish this off, we are setting it up in a big way for our teammates so that whoever comes in after us doesn't have to spend any powder, doesn't have to think. We got rid of that laser. We got rid of a couple defenses around the edges. Should be very, very easy for someone to come sit in behind the core. But just to make sure, we are going to get rid of a bunch of mines as well. Do we have enough GBE to do that? Yes, we do. We're going to get rid of these mines in case someone wants to walk up from the front. And I have been trying my darndest not to take solos to show on these videos. I don't know if that's helping or if it's making you guys think I'm a noob or what, but trying to do setup attacks, trying to emphasize setup attacks, it helps your task force more than you could know. Because what you end up happening is having like 6 people walk up the left-hand side, and that's why I try to focus on bases that are a little bit difficult or weird. Most people aren't used to that rocket launcher behind the core or below the core. Yesterday's video was recorded on Thursday. Today's video is recorded live, sent to you minutes before it was recorded minutes before it was uploaded. Now, before I show you this tech tree and where I've been up and down and in and out of 22, almost 23, we are gonna throw that, what is that thing called there? My drum roll on and show you the winners. So here are the winners. Now, there's only one winner and every single prize has been claimed. And a little bit of a disclaimer here. Every prize I've offered up has been claimed. Most of them have been delivered. Obviously, there's some shipping delays involved. The backup has yet to win the prize. All of these prizes are sent to you free. No one is sending me money. No one is paying me a dime. None of that stuff. This is all you guys, all public, the only thing that is slightly opaque, slightly not great is the fact that you guys don't see the live drawing of the names, and I just have to trust me on that one. I have not talked to either of these people before. Not that it's in question, but I just wanted to be super, super clear about that. All of you watching this video right now have equal chance of winning. So for anyone out there who, if Krish Knapp, not gonna try and say your last name, do jump to that link in the top. That will get you on my Discord. Seek, also do the same thing. Jump on my Discord. You don't have to stay on my Discord. This isn't one of those honeypots where you have to get on the Discord and then jump through hoops. You literally just jump on my Discord. I send you a direct message, a friend request, because we have to be a friend to send messages, and then I give you the link. You go claim it. Sadly, the cyber trader is not back, and before you tune out, we're doing it again, folks. We're doing one more of these plushies. I'm gonna try to keep this going until 2024. I think it should still arrive in time for Christmas, so get those guesses in. It will be a guess again. I haven't revealed how to enter. 99% of you figured out how to put the number 1044 into the chat last time, and if you're wondering what 1044 is, it's literally how much health Zookas can have this season, and a bunch of you were close. Not quite there though. You'll see that I don't have all the troop health. You also have to boost that Zooka tribe or that Zooka node to get the proper answer, so almost all of you did it. Some of you said like, I'd love the plushie, and then didn't include the number, so I will give you the answer to how to do that soon. But first, let's do a quick review of my tech tree. For those of you new to the channel, this has been a defensive mess of a season. I finally have gotten some offensive tools. My latest unlocks were heavies. I'll explain more on that in a second. And then that 150% troop damage. I don't foresee that troop damage making a huge difference, but if we scroll over here, heavy choppas are coming. In the next day, 2 days, 3 days, you're gonna be hit by people with heavy choppas and probably laser rangers or just heavy choppas on their own. So that is why I went back and got the heavies, and while we were there, you know what, let's get the troop damage. Doesn't hurt. Yes, it will slow me a little bit getting towards those heavy choppas, but it also saves you from having to boost the Cryoneers in this node. By getting heavies first, you save yourself some diamonds. That way you don't have to boost Cryoneers, which is going to be a good thing longer term. We'll do one live hit. You notice that I do have shock bombs. Of course, everyone has shock bombs at this point, but also got my artillery up to tick 3. That is a cheap upgrade to get it up to tick 3. Gives you a little bit more percent. Also went back and got flares finally. And these dudes right here, warriors. Now, I'm using warriors to get an engine room at times, depending how strong bases are, but wasn't doing super great because A, I don't have the GBE, and B, I didn't have heavies. I do like using warriors, for lack of a better term. Old school players will remember before we had heroes, people were using one boat of heavies in place of bullet, essentially. That way the heavies draw all of the fire of the warriors. They also can clear mines. I will try to show you one of those hits after this. Probably not using it here. What do they have? By the way, opponents' boosts are over there, over on that right-hand side. Hard to see. I only discovered that yesterday. Full dum-dum mode on my part. The fact that they have the GBE node means they're probably going to get all my engine rooms. You see on the left-hand side, I've got 150, 150, 100, 150. Yes, that is 150, not 150. I don't actually speak like that, but I'm so tempted. I want to try tanks and riflemen to see how well they'll cut through all this stuff. I usually can get very close to getting all the engine rooms. I also want to try, you know what, we're going to do that. We are going to send you over here, with, let's throw a couple over here with a rifle over there. Definitely gonna be a bit of a mess here. I think these tanks are gonna turn towards that flamethrower, which ends up screwing me up a little tiny bit, but we should still be good. I'm gonna throw a smoke about there, trying to keep some of my riflemen alive as my tanks do all of the damage, and then Kavan giving us a little bit of extra oomph. This is not great on my part, but we need to get right into about here, getting our troops back away from some of this stuff. Kavan is safe from that Doom Cannon, which is going to give us all sorts of extra value. And then bringing some of our good friends, the riflemen, in on the late side. And also, you see they're going towards that, what is that thing called? Sniper tower. Not great in any sense of the word, but we're still making progress. Kavan's about to get shot in the back of the head. Come on, Kevy. Okay, so now it's just a matter of trying to do more percentage than our opponent, and we finally have those beautiful riflemen making that curl in, and I probably should be flaring one of those engine rooms right now, because if we get an engine room, we are guaranteed a win. And if you're sitting there looking, going, what the heck is this? This is a standard, normal 5 engine room attack. It is an absolute gong show. Let's throw one smoke in about there. Getting that flare onto that engine room. I doubt we're going to have enough troops to do enough damage to get an engine room, but this is what it looks like at the 5 engine room level at the second. These clump bases are going to be a thing of the past as heavy choppas become more available. Let's see, what do you got for us? Ben Stockwell 123, 49%. That was a win. Like, that was a terrible attack, and that was a win. So as heavy choppas come, like right now, there are people, a slim percentage of people who have brick, and they've got heavies, and they're using laser rangers, or they're clearing with rocket choppas. Those attacks are knife edge difficult. There are also people using warriors to full clear that have the GBE nodes. Those are knife edge difficult. As soon as those yellow buses come out, clump bases get crushed. So it's going to be great for all of the players out there because you won't have to slog through all of this mess. And if you're thinking that was a noob attack, I agree. I am sitting somewhere in, where are we at here? We are at global number 139. Like, that's a top 5, top 200, top 150 attack is the crazy, crazy, crazy thing. Okay, on to contest entry. This account is in Junior 9. If you're looking for a task force, there's the description that explains all of the things. Please do come join us. We've got 2 spots available. Here is your question. In order to enter this quiz, you need to tell me how much health this core right here had before anyone attacked it. That's simple. There are no shields. It's got a 4.499 building health masterpiece. There are no other statues. How much health does this core have? I don't mean right now. I mean before anyone attacked it. That's straight. That's simple. I know you guys can do this. Yes, forcing you to do math, but I've been sitting down with my kids doing math homework a fair bit lately. It's amazing how hard Math 9 can be. Yes, for those of you who have been watching for a long, long time, my oldest is now in grade 9, which is mind-blowing. High school starts here in grade 9, so it was a rude awakening to see my kid go into grade 9. I'm old now, folks. I am old. You're old too. Some of you that have been watching me for a long, long time. So, old as... depends, obviously. Now, we got 5 shocks here. We got shock launcher down there for 1. We got this here for 1. We got that, and we got this mess back here. This shock back here, people seem to struggle with. I will probably struggle with it today. We'll find out. We are going to do a 2 smoke drop. 5 shocks, for those of you who are unaware, is 85 GBE. We are starting with 84 GBE, so I'm not sure why I'm saying GBE, but we are destined to fail. So yes, we will do some damage to this core, but let's be honest, we are not gonna solo this because it is literally impossible for us to shock all of the things. We are gonna have 3 shocks. It's going to be a complete and utter mess, but that's where all the fun comes in. So we're going to do 1 shock there, 1 shock there, and then we'll just get this shock behind the core because, oh, don't have any GB for that. 2 shocks. Then my math was totally off. Don't send your troops in to do 5 shocks if you only have 3 shocks or 2 shocks, unless you're going to keep the delay, showing that we did about half the damage, setting that up. You can see we got 15 attacks for 2 bases. I said I'm doing noob setup attacks. That one was a decent core hit. Anyone can follow that. Let's get in, do something different. Before we do that, quick note, if your warship's icon does not look like this, it means you have clicked into the season. Lots of people asking how to skip a season. No one knows 100%, but as soon as you click that button, you get some rewards and you get a rank. So realistically, if you want to skip a season, which has been added as of the start of this season, and keep your rank for future seasons, maybe you look at next season and go, nope. By the way, do consider subscribing for sneak peeks. That way you can know if you want to skip or not. Don't click this button. Okay, speaking of clicking that button, we are going to jump into my testing grounds warship. This account was as high as 19 in the 4 engine room level. I went to 5. This is a weak 5, missing all sorts of things. Don't have max level rocket launchers. For some reason, I have 2 damage amplifiers, which was fun in the 4 engine room level, but it's dumb. Gonna try to show you a warrior hit. Unlikely to get a clump base. Yeah, you see everyone has just spread their base out down here at 17. As you start to get closer to diamond, you start to get those clump bases. Was really hoping to be able to get some form of practice in here, but it's just not happening. We're gonna try to do something ridiculous. Let's send our heavies over there, our Zukas over there. We are then, oof, this is gonna be a mess. I'll show you what I got planned. First of all, we need our heavies to clear some of this stuff. We need some of our heavies to stay alive, some of our Zukas to stay alive as well. Getting our Zukas onto that right-hand side engine room, and then it's just gonna be a mad scramble. So now that we've got enough troops over there, we are going to send Brick over to here. Yes, we're sending Brick in. Yes, we're hoping to get this left-hand side engine room down. I have no idea how. There we go. Gonna flare there. One more smoke at the last second because there is a shock mine there. Should be okay. Come on, Flare. Stay active, Flare. Just need Brick to get back out and amongst the things. There we go. 1 and 2 and 3. Engine room did go down perfectly. That is exactly what I was hoping to have happen. And now we just flare onto there. Couple smokes to get there past that flamethrower. And then as we get there, throwing that next shock out, doing decent things. I wouldn't say perfect things under any circumstances, but just trying to get a little bit more value out of our troops, trying to have a little bit of fun with our troops, getting them onto that next engine room, clearing things out bit by stinking little bit, and then smoking them. I don't even need to smoke them. Getting them onto that final engine room bit by stinking little bit. It was not fast, but I gotta say, I am really enjoying doing these sorts of attacks. We got all the engine rooms using warriors and heavy Zuka and Brick's cluster grenade. Fun? Not really all that useful, but what's the point of playing if you're not having fun? Speaking of having fun, Laser Rangers. Yes, I have instant training, which is a kind of a requirement for Laser Rangers because my goodness are they fragile. I am really looking forward to using them on warships coming up on this account as well, and that is part of the reason why I'm using them on the main base. I recorded a video yesterday, felt like dog water or like crap or whatever the heck else you want to call it. So I did not make a thumbnail, did not make a description, just made it members only. So I think I had 4 views on it. We're at 4 members on the channel. By the way, do check the end screen. So many great supporters of the channel, whether they be on YouTube members or Patreon members. And I'm very tempted to have my not this giveaway, but next giveaway be Patreon only. Some of you have said you really don't like having to pay to enter the giveaways, and I have definitely taken that to heart. Making these things public, yes, the barrier to entry, you have to do a little bit of grade 5 math to get in this time, but I have and by the way, there are calculators. Like, you can literally put those numbers into pixelcrux.com and get the answers out. Or you can just look in the comments down below. If someone puts the wrong answer, I will definitely let them know. I'm not going to let you sit there with the wrong answer in. I'm not going to give you the right answer necessarily, but I will let you know if you put the wrong answer in. So this is going to be my last round of attacks. My non-instant training account is currently sitting in gold. It got to gold in the 3 engine room level. Then just yesterday upgraded it to 4. So yesterday I upgraded my 3 to 4, my 4 to 5, and my main 5 sitting still in 5. Yes, I am playing 3 accounts, sort of. My main in Diamond, I play like 3 battles a day, just collecting chests at the moment. My instant training account, I attack like 4 attacks in a day just to get chests. I was at 6 out of 6 chests for a long time. So that's where having multiple accounts has really come in handy. And I know I stress that. And by the way, that's not making Supercell any money. This is not me being a corporate shill or something like that. I literally think it's cheaper for you if you have multiple accounts. I am not paid by Supercell. I can say whatever the heck I want within reason. Obviously, I can't be giving you guys exploits or cheats or hacks. So that is one of the beautiful things that Supercell has done with that code. If they were to just put me on retainer and make me a salaried employee, then obviously I couldn't talk trash about the game or about how crappy the trader deals are or how we need a new hero, or all of the rest of the things, or how Imitation Game is broken. Imitation Game is garbage. I don't like it. It used to have names. It doesn't have critter launchers. So Supercell has done really, really well in the creator code. It is you guys rewarding us, and I haven't really touched on that much because haven't needed to, and I don't need to now, but I just wanted to let you guys know that using the creator code, yes, you don't get a reward for it. I would love it if you guys got some form of like extra intel by using code zmoT, or extra green statues by using code rooster, or whatever the heck it might be. But one of the things you guys do get as a result is the Supercell creators. If you guys know anything about Call of Duty, all of their creators were being paid under the table, and they were totally shills for the game, and it ruined the game, essentially. Is my general impression. I was not super close or involved, but the fact that Supercell is using their creator code means that, yes, we do get money from Supercell, but that money is coming from you guys. We are not paid by Supercell. We are not required to say nice things about Supercell, and that definitely helps the game's culture, the game's community, and I am a huge fan of that. I'm rambling, Led Zeppelin song, but not CCR, by the way, that I've said so many times, and you guys have corrected me more times than I care to admit. But if you don't put anything in that creator code, please do consider throwing a code in there. Obviously, it's best if you throw a Boom Tuber in Boom Beach. You can also throw my code in Clash of Clans, Clash Royale, Brawl Stars, Heyday, whatever other flavor of the month is out there, and it's greatly appreciated. I rambled a bit more on this than I fully intended, but Supercell, that code is a great way to attract creators and reward creators without them making it so that you can't be negative or point out problems or give back constructive criticism or whatever the heck else it might be. I'm going to get that supply chest. We're going to call it a day. Thank you for coming in. Christmas is almost upon us. Hanukkah, I believe, is upon us. If you're celebrating something else, do let me know. I always love saying Merry Christmas, but happy holidays to whatever the heck else you're doing. Hopefully it is a not stressful time of the year for you. And if it is stressful, hopefully I gave you a little bit of a reprieve from all of the gifting and wanting and cooking and all of the rest of it. I'm zmoT. Thank you for coming in. Consider liking, consider subscribing. More importantly, throw creator code zmoT in your shop. Watch some other video of mine. And congrats to the winners who are right about there. If you somehow skipped to the end here, I'll try and have a chapter showing where to enter next week's draw. Thanks for coming in. I'm zmoT. Peace.